just founder of the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Banter Late Show.
This way, you see how to see it. Eager, come sit down, bro. Daddy. You hold my hand? Hey, this right here is Jager.
Welcome to the Banter Late Show, featuring the comedic genius of Comco. Tonight, we're thrilled to have the sensational Lolly D. Get ready for a wild ride with segments like the Darwin Awards, Breaking the Internet, Greatest of All Time, Community Spotlight, Scorching Hot Takes with audience participation. Stay tuned for a chance at some fun prizes.
That was pretty cool. Nice. You know that?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the founder of Comco, Meta Voice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show, the Banter Late Show. Of course, they'll tell you more about that. I'm Meta Voice, and for all of you that is in the secondary instance, third instance, because we do have many people watching tonight. We will be doing some prompts and asking for things from the audience. And if we can't hear you in the second and third instance, you can go ahead and message me. You can just friend me and then just message me and we'll be able to get it that way. But hey, everyone, I'm Meta Voice. I'm the founder of the Comco Theater. That stands for Community Collab, and that's what we do. We get people from all over multiple different platforms all together, entertainers, and see what we can do together. Tonight, we have a special treat for you. It is the 18-plus improv crew from the Comco Theater. We're going to be doing a couple of games for you for the first 15 minutes. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Let me go ahead and introduce one of our comedians for the night from the improv. Please let me welcome, you've already seen his avatar. If you haven't already looked through the avatars here at Banter, you've seen his avatar there and go, why is there a waffle man as an avatar in Banter? Well, he's the reason. Let me go ahead and introduce Waffle Man. I'm not sure which way he's... There he is! Waffle Man! Yeah,
Hello.
there we go. That was a sticky situation. And my next guest that's coming up, he actually puts the booty in pirate chests. Well, that's not how that goes. But anyways, he puts the R in R-rated. He's the one, the only pirate of the 7 metaverses, Captain Jack Morgan. Okay, he's coming out this way. Everyone's coming out this way. Woo! Yeah. And then our final entertainer from the Comco, at least we have a lot of people in our improv group, but a couple of them came through. He owns two of some of the most successful clubs or comedy clubs and theaters within Horizon. He has a huge team and a huge heart and an even bigger waistline. Please welcome J-Bags. I'm so glad we put in the double wide door. Yeah, I wasn't sure that was gonna make it. Okay, so our first game that we're going to play for you is called Innuendos. Jump up and down if you know what that is. Okay, who here has seen Whose Line Is It Anyways? Jump up and down if you know what that is. All right, so Innuendos is one of those few games that they play where, kind of as an example, where do you J-Back?
Yeah, he disappeared into the nether realm. He's trying to beat Minecraft.
J-Bags?
It looks like he's hiding, is it not?
J-Bags, are you there?
Then he just disappeared. I think he's counting to 100. He's waiting
I think
for
he
us
fell
to
through the
hide.
stage. The stage couldn't hold his weight.
No, I know. His pixelated form broke the internet.
Did I make him so hungry
he'll
that
be
he
back.
just-
So we'll actually have someone else come up with Shihan. Come up here, and we're going to give you an example of innuendos. When it comes to, for instance, I like to plumb that pipe.
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
I'd like to clear that sewage, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'd like to turn on your faucets, if you know what I mean.
I'd like to get your water running, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of get the drift of that. So we're going to take a couple of examples from the audience when it comes to like topics. For instance, the workplace, theme parks, even just like weddings, funerals. So go ahead and shout them out. There's no such thing as a stupid answer. There is, but they tell me I'm not allowed to tell you there's anything as a stupid answer. So. Actually, no answer at all would probably be a stupid answer. Twitch. So streaming, we can go with streaming. That's to be more general. All right, so the first one we're going to have is streaming. We can have Waffle Man and Captain Jack come up here into the front and into Windows. Social media streaming, not okay. Some of people are old, so no, not like MySpace, right? We're talking about like YouTube and Twitch and you know the video content. Okay, all right, let's go.
I wasn't aware what you were talking about, Sonny. Back in my day, Netflix used to come in the mail.
Anyway, hey, I'd like to
bet you
go
came on
live
the
with
mail.
you. Yeah, I'd like to go live with you, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'd like to download your
my
pixels
God.
if you get what I'm saying.
I'd like to subscribe to your account, if you know what I mean.
I would like to flip your on switch if you know what I'm saying.
Flip my on switch, I'll hit your like button, you know what I'm talking about.
I want to play with your 3.5-inch floppy if you know what I mean.
I want to get a
No.
private stream, if you know what I'm saying.
I want to hook up my GoPro if you know what I'm saying.
I want to see this shit in 4K, if you know what I'm talking about.
I want to play with all your ones and zeros if you get what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I want to be your top
He's logging in.
Who's logging in? Oh, Mr. J is.
I want to log in, if you know what I mean.
I want to read your syntax error if you get what I'm saying.
I want to be your new password, if you know what I'm talking about.
All right. I'm gonna get my SEOs mixed up. All right, this is getting a little hot and heavy. The frame rates couldn't even handle it before we started, and kicked J-Bag's completely out of here. His sexy ass.
I'm back.
So,
Good job.
oh fuck a hey, how's it going? Hey,
We reinforced the
scary, I
stage,
tell ya.
everyone, so now he can stay.
Oh, I thought I
Sorry
felt the
about that.
pressure in here get a little tense. All right, so the next one we're gonna have, so you kind of get the drift. Can I get another category out there? Come on, anyone. Come
IT
on. And if you're in this, what did you say?
IT department.
I said
IT department. You're doing IT kind of IT calls and customers. So jump up and down if you want IT department, huh?
Yeah, IT's good.
Yeah! Wow, we got a
Yeah,
room
they
full of
like it.
introverts. I mean, it's very smart
it?
people. Very smart people.
IT? No? All right.
Yeah, okay, great job. All right, for this one, we're gonna have J-Bags come up here, and I'll do it. I'll do it too. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, you can come a little closer. I don't bite much. I don't have an appetite for all of you. Okay, you can go ahead and start.
We're doing innuendos.
Into Windows for IT support.
I'm gonna check that web address if you know what I'm saying.
I'll help you reset your password if you know what I mean.
Ooh. Let me check that GUI if you know what I'm talking about.
I'll help you decipher that line of code if you know what I mean.
Would you like me to check your hard drive if you know what I'm saying?
01001100 if you know what I mean.
Kiss your mother with that mouth? If you know what I'm saying?
Just yours. Go on, you got this. You go with IT. Your mom's not in IT. The last time your mom was in IT was it in the drainage sewage. So,
Would you like to see this RAM stick if you know what I'm talking about?
There we go.
Whoa.
Would you like to see my collection of floppy disks, if you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
How many do you have?
You-
Never mind.
You might have a floppy disk, but I've got a hard drive, if you know what I'm talking about.
How fast can you type
Oh,
with your
man.
fingers, if you know what I mean?
Is that why my joystick's all wet,
man.
if you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa!
Look.
No!
Oh.
I think we all need new pants after
To turn
that,
you
guys.
on, you just had to plug it in, if you know what I mean.
Let me
I'm
show
gonna
you
need
how
you
to
both-
push that button, you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
All right, clap on.
Yeah, okay,
clap
all
off
right, all
here.
right. Let's get on. Yeah,
I'm gonna need
they're
you
gonna
both to prove
split
that you're
us
not
up.
a robot, if you know what I mean.
All right, great
Oh
job.
my
So a game we will be going to in 2 games from now is called Scenes from a Chat. The kind of way we do this, and those that are in the second and third instance, you can again send me messages. I'm gonna look to see if anyone has sent me messages, and kind of how this goes. Yeah, I'm inviting you to join me in Crystal. Why the fuck am I joining you in Crystal Lakes, J-Bags? So anyways,
Huh?
kind of how this
was
goes
like an
is
hour
you
ago.
send me a kind of like a sentence. For instance, can I get an example of a scene from a chat?
Things you can say about your vehicle, but not about your wife.
Correct, and then we will go up and we'll all come forward and kind of say different jokes and puns about that. But that's coming in the third one. This next one's actually called Change, where we take a scene, and when we say change, the person who's speaking has to change whatever it is they currently had said. So with that one, I'm going to have the help of Shihan, Waffle Man, who is going to help me co-host this. And because of that, we're going to have Waffle Man be the first guest. And which one of you would like to? Actually, we'll have all 3 of you. Screw it. I've done this before. You guys know how this goes. All 3 of you
Threesome.
walk up here.
Sorry.
And I need a topic, kind of like category how we did with Indu Windows, but this is a situation. For instance, like they just got a parking ticket. They just found out they were all sleeping with the same woman.
You
I
cat.
thought it smelled of syrup.
Message. Things you can call daddy and not CEO of Banter. What?
What?
I'll
we
call
want
him
to get
daddy.
back
if
on
he's
this
nice to
half
me.
understand that.
You know,
Go
okay,
tell
how do we decipher this? Well, no, oh wait, those are scenes from a chat. That's right. Fuck it, that's a scene from a chat. All
I was
right,
gonna
so
say,
if no
I'll
one
call
else,
him daddy
jump
if he
up and
pays
down
me
if
good
you guys don't mind if we just make up our own scenarios to entertain.
I
you,
think
all
I
right?
heard
Just
one person
jump
was
up
given
and
a
down.
scenario.
All right, so all of you just were like, fuck. What, did you hear a scenario? Fuck,
Yes.
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear it, but I heard someone saying something. I couldn't decipher
someone
what they
say
were
something?
saying, though.
Fire rat? Fire
Fire
rat?
rat?
What did you
Fire
say?
at.
Going to a football game.
Going to a
Going to
football
So they're
game.
going to a football game. Okay. So
Yes.
Alright.
you guys are all going to a football game, and each one of you are. What's the situation? What's the scenario that makes it difficult? Because
We're
I
fans
thank
of
you
the
for
team.
half the problem.
American or European?
Yeah, American or European football.
We're
You know
getting
that
canceled.
No,
so,
we're going
One's
to
a
the game,
Dallas
but we don't
fan,
know.
one's a Redskins
Oh,
fan.
no.
So all of you are tourists in Europe going to a football game. You think it's going to be American football, but it turns out to be soccer.
Got it.
Oh, God.
All right, let's go ahead and start this shit because I got better shit.
Man,
to
I'm
do.
telling you,
Let's
I
do this.
cannot wait for this game. It's going to be totally awesome. I cannot
Yeah,
wait.
they're gonna make a
I
touch
can't wait,
pass.
man.
Oh, yes, they're gonna
Did he
get
just
plenty
say
of touchdowns.
touch passes? Did he say
Sport
touch-
ball.
touch
Yeah,
pass.
I know
Why
all
do
about what we're
change,
going to
Jack?
see. Yeah, sport waffle. I know all about what we're going to see.
Change.
Sports ball.
Yeah, waffle sport. I know all about the sticky situation we're
You
getting
suck.
ourselves into.
Continue.
Waffle
Jack,
sports.
why do we bring him with us? Why do we? I mean, I
I-
know,
you know, we
he
needed
is
an
your-
extra ticket. We had one, so we just gave it to the waffle. I mean, what else?
I
are we
mean,
gonna do?
Change.
You know, we had an extra ticket and his wife wasn't available, so fuck it, we brought him.
I mean, I know
Oh.
he's your special ed brother-in-law and all, man, but we don't have to bring him with us every time we try to go watch football. Every time.
I don't have
This
much
is-
of a
this-
choice. The wife gets on my ass if I don't bring him along. He feels left out all the time.
He leaves
I
his
mean, like,
Yeah.
I can't help him. My wife said bring him because she's tired of giving him what he wants in the bedroom. Wait a minute, did I just say
mean,
that? Never mind.
He keeps leaving waffle juice
and-
all over the place.
Yeah,
I-
by
I'm
the way,
leaving
your wife
syrup
says
everywhere.
she prefers Dungeons and Dragons
This is about
to football.
not your fucking sex lives. Get
I was
back on
getting to it,
subject.
I was getting to it.
We're getting there.
By the way,
What do you mean
wife
getting
says
to
she
it, you
prefers
fucking
Dungeons
waffle?
and
We're pulling
Dragons
up to
to
the studio.
football. By the way,
All right,
guys,
wait a minute,
I
hold
don't
on.
see a field goal anywhere.
I don't
Where's
see.
the-
Why do I
where's the
see
football
Met?
field?
There's nets out here. What are we
Nets?
doing here? There's
What
nets.
the-
Change.
What is?
Why do I see?
what-
Why do
what-
I see balls
baskets?
floating all over the field? That's not a football. It's a freaking soccer ball. What is this?
Well, it.
What
Well,
are we
wait,
doing
oh
here?
my goodness!
Wait,
this is
wait, what are those
European football.
horns? Football?
European football. Isn't that called soccer?
Well, yes, in America it is called soccer. Yes, we call it
Change.
football.
So no one's.
Well, yes, it's called soccer, and we don't care what it's called anywhere else because that's what we want to watch.
I mean, that
So
makes
we're not
perfect
gonna-
sense.
Sure,
You
fine.
would leave me there, wouldn't you?
So we're not gonna
How's
see
it take left you?
sweaty men tackle each other.
Well, no. Unfortunately,
know-
what
look,
happens on a Friday night, if your spare time, is not what's happening today.
Yeah, we know you're. We know you like the
All
Waffle
right,
Bros,
thank
okay,
you,
but,
everyone.
know
So
what I'm
that's a short version of that, because that I don't know where the fuck that was going. I'm so sorry to all of you that had to endure that. We went
It's
from
called
football
change
to
for a
football
reason.
to apparently the I can't even say half the shit that just happened. I'll get canceled even on banter. So on to the next one. Waffle Man,
the
are you
waffle.
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I just thought I'd pretend
All
to be
right, so you're
frozen.
gonna direct the next one, and we're gonna have the three of us. Go ahead, ask them the
All
shit
right.
I
This
asked
is gonna
them.
be
You
fun.
got
All
this.
right, hey guys, I'm gonna need you to tell me about things and stuff and things. Tell me about a situation, stuff that's going on, something funny that could happen that you maybe saw once while in line at McDonald's. I don't know. What? Somebody give me something. Anybody?
A robot surrogate.
A robot
Robot
surrogate. All right. So here's what's
Oh.
going on. J-Bags,
Saw that?
you and your lovely wife, Captain Jack here, are trying desperately to
very
have
lovely.
a child. And
Thank
so
you.
you have to go to the robot Meta Voice, who will be your
Fuck
surrogate
you.
because you know you.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank
All right.
you,
So action.
my dear.
I really.
We've tried. We've tried for a long time. I don't know what's. It might be me. It might be. I don't know, but
Change.
maybe it's time. I think I'm pretty certain it's you because I'm as potent
Change.
as a fart. It might be your parrot that's turning me off to where I just can't. I don't know. Your parrot has a cane and it's kind of disturbing. But do you
The
think we
parrot
should
gives me
consider
more
this-
action than you do. What's wrong with you, man? Oh,
Hold on
please
one
stand
second.
by.
Oh,
Hold up.
Please stand by for technical support issues. Here at Banter, we just want to remind you there are no refunds.
I-
Oh.
Was
Oh,
that our
you're
signal?
on
Are we supposed to
studio?
stop like performing now?
Change.
No, you have 2 minutes.
now change.
Okay, we have 2
Change.
minutes, thank God. Okay, so let's continue to speed this
All
up.
right.
All right, hello. I have
go to the
options
fucking
for
robot
you.
and have
Did
a
I
baby.
hear that you're infertile? Oh boy, that sucks. But guess what
Change.
doesn't suck? But guess what does suck? I come with multiple functions, but that's beside the point. I'm actually going to be able to surrogate your little future employee that'll take care of you when you can't take care of yourself.
Change.
Your eventual investment that will make you money because you couldn't do it when you were young.
Finally, a real
Well,
man. Thank God. I'm so happy.
Oh, you
Excuse me,
bitch.
please go ahead and fill out these forms. There's only 5,276 and a half forms for you to sign. Here you go.
Change.
Please.
You know what?
There's only one sticky note and a half of a candy wrapper for you to put your signature on.
Change.
Why is it,
It
so
was-
sticky?
There's only really here's a stone tablet from 1500 BC and Moses's fingerprints. So if you can just go ahead and just identity theft his ass. Oh,
Hey, well, you know what? If the bitch wasn't infertile, she is now. Nice job, jackass.
All right, great job, everyone. So we were going to go ahead and do scenes from a chat, but we are going to be running out of time. Unfortunately, so in order to catch more of the games that we do this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that would be 11 p.m. GMT. It's European time. We're going to be having a whole hour of Improv 18 plus over at I believe it's the Broadway Club. So if you would like to check out more of what we do and many more games that we do play with many other entertainers that we normally have, go ahead and check us out then here in Banter at the Broadway Club 18 plus improv from the Comco Theater. Thank you, everyone, so much. Now, just to kind of give a little bit, since we have like 1 or 2 minutes, we're going to go down and just tell them a little bit about your stuff, just like 1 minute, just something you're involved in. Waffle Man.
Hey everybody, my name's Waffle Man here in Banter. I'm also known as Shihan in Horizon Worlds. I'm your jack of all trades and master of puns. I work at the Firehouse Comedy Club doing Buzzword Lyric. I work at the Soapstone doing Take Two Trivia. So many other many amazing things. That's
Thank
a minute.
you, Captain Jack.
Hello, I'm Captain Jack Morgan. I'm known the same in Horizon Worlds. You can catch me at my bingo place, Bingo at the Black Pearl, what I call bingo. We give away real cash money and prizes. And you can also catch me at Cinemeta Films, and as well as my own talk show, Where's the Beef? You can find me on YouTube, Captain Jack Morgan. Subscribe today.
Thank you, J-Bags.
I am J-Bags, host here and in Horizon Worlds. I am the owner of the Firehouse Comedy Club, which is dedicated to firefighters, first responders, and anybody who serves the community. I also own the Metagistic Theater, which is currently hosting Horizon Idol. So if you're a music fan, you like to listen to people sing, come hang out with us. Plus, I'm a part of this train wreck.
Great. Hi, I'm the
Just
founder
kidding.
of this train wreck. I'm Meta Voice. And thank you all. I'll tell you a little bit about me, but we'll get into that at some point. A lot of you will either know me or will know of me because I'm very good at making myself known. So thank you again. Jump up and down for our entertainers. And please welcome your host for the night's talk show. They told me that just come on out so I can read your name. There we go. Echo Phase and Discord. Kenny. All right, you three stooges. Do we get off the stage or do we stay on the stage? We probably get off
Thank
the
you,
stage.
thank you. You
Well,
guys
thank
are
you
awesome.
all. That was hilarious. We enjoyed it. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you this week and in the
Yeah,
future in Banter
yeah.
and visiting you in Horizon Worlds.
Can't
Great
wait
job.
for
Thank you.
Comco's grand
Thank
opening.
you.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Mhm.
We'll let you know. So we'll leave now. Okay. So.
Thank
Nice
you.
story,
Thank
guys.
you
That was
again.
great.
Tough
Very
crowd,
nice.
tough crowd.
Oh,
All
Tough
right.
crowd. Very nice.
Well,
They
Kitty,
job, good
did
job.
amazing.
so far, so good, right?
Yes, you
yeah.
guys did great.
I
Absolutely.
was cracking
They
up
can hear
back
us
there. I
back here.
can't
Oh,
even begin
gosh,
to. I had
I
to mute
was.
myself a few times, and I wasn't sure if that was
He has
our
a
beep
raccoon
or
in his
what.
pocket.
Somebody beeped.
No, yeah. we got that
That
taken
It was
care of
me.
quickly. It's all good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Thank
So-
you everyone for showing up. Thank you. I know we're
Yeah,
split across a couple instances, but that just means more of you came to show the love, and we sincerely
hey.
appreciate it. We're gonna have a good show for you tonight, and this is gonna be recurring every week. We do have some prizes. Do we want to talk about the prizes first, Echo?
Ooh, why don't you tell us a little bit about
Ooh.
the prizes? I hear there's a lot of big ones,
Well, a couple big
but we
ones.
could talk about that part later. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll let them know there are 3 virtual and 2 physical prizes to be won. We're going to do some random drawings throughout the event.
Yeah,
And even if
So be
you're in
sure to
another
keep
instance,
your seat.
don't worry. Yes. So you need to be here to claim your prize at the end. If you're in another instance, do not worry. We can see everybody in the socket debug. You will be included in random rolls. If you're there twice, you only get 1 turn, though. I'm telling you now, no cheaters. And a couple of them are going to be trivia questions. At the end, we are going to ask you a couple questions about what you saw tonight. The first correct answer will be the winners.
Oh,
We're not going to
man.
tell you who won what until after the trivia, and then we will officially
Take
announce the
notes,
prizes
for
and
sure.
the winners. Yes.
Oh man, my memory's really bad, so I'm hoping I can remember.
You got to think
Thank
of one
God for
question.
notepads.
Ready to go out.
Right.
What would we do without Vanquisher? Let's all give them a jump
Yes.
for joy. Vanquisher's
This
been doing some hard
lovely
work.
place
putting
you
this
are in
beautiful
now
place together.
was all his hard
I
work.
mean, just kicking it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, and the staff behind the
Vanquisher.
scenes, man.
Yes.
Like you heard, we've had the
There's
bomb
so
cast.
many people to
Oh,
thank.
man.
We've got that in the outro, but I want you to know if you are on staff, if you had any part of putting this together, giving us ideas, helping us during testing,
Yep.
thank you. We love you. We
Oh,
love you, Faye,
sleepless
because we always
nights,
annoy you.
dealing with me.
Yeah, right.
And then poor Faye and know, Shane dealing with you.
So,
But, you know.
did we want to start talking about our special guest? You know her better than I do.
So, okay. Let's tone it down a little bit to a little seriousness because, you know, it's the internet. We all get silly and have fun, but there's some real things happening behind the scenes. This week's special guest is somebody that is making waves, big waves. She's known all over, well, I want to say meta, period, but definitely hitting Horizon Worlds with a hard hello, I'm here. Everyone give it up for Lolly D.
Lolly D, can you come on the
I
stage,
don't know which way she's
please?
coming out.
I'm trying.
she's,
I'm
she's
trying.
coming in
Oh,
the curtain.
open the curtain.
And she is a comedian.
There we
too.
are, Lolly. Come
I
on.
love it.
Welcome
love it.
to
All
Banter.
right, come on
Thank
over.
you,
Come on
thank
over.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to learn how
Okay.
to use these controls, so forgive me. So let's see. Oh, I can
You
see
and
myself.
Espo.
So now you told me what to do. Let me see. Bear with me.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Yep,
I got to
you're
turn
good.
myself around.
Yep.
Okay,
yep,
so
yep.
how do I
Show
sit
off that
down? Tell
lovely
me again.
outfit.
I mean, if you want to show us that ass, you know, but, you know.
Oh, listen to you. Listen to you. Okay, tell
She's
me
a
how to sit
married
down.
woman. Go ahead and
Tell me how
take
to
your
sit
right
down.
toggle and just push it down.
Okay.
You don't want to push it
Am I
down all the
going?
way.
Yep. Push
You're-
it
Oh,
down.
push
just
it
a little
in
bit,
or
little
push
bit.
it forward?
Down.
Push it
Down.
down
Pull it
towards your
towards
palm
you.
of your hand. You
Pull
know,
it
the little
towards
thumb,
me.
the
Oh, now I'm
thumb
on my
toggle.
tiptoes.
Yeah, the thumb
Okay,
toggle.
well,
Go
you
the
did it
opposite
earlier.
way.
Yeah.
I did
opposite
do
way.
it
The
earlier.
opposite
Oh, you
way.
know what? I switched my headset. This is my 2. Will it
Oh.
still work?
Yes, it will
Yeah,
still
on the
work.
right.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
I'm on a
right.
2 right now.
Okay, well, every time I push it, it just turns me. Look at, I'm such an idiot, you guys. Hi, I'm
Is it
Lolly
the-
D,
know
and I don't know how to sit down.
That's
Are you
okay.
sure?
That's okay. I mean, we can.
We can
We might,
stand.
we might
It's-
just be
I mean,
standing. I don't know.
I'm
That's
sitting
okay.
in real life. That's all that matters.
I really
Right. Aren't we
am
all?
pulling on my joystick, and
Mhm.
I'm pulling on my joystick.
You're
It's not
okay.
doing it.
Don't get meta voice excited again.
I
No.
know. You heard them, okay?
I really want to sit down.
Oh man. Oh
Do I?
man.
What am
Try
I
your
Man, what
other
doing?
about those
joystick.
comedians, man?
Oh, wait
No,
a
I
minute now.
think
My
you're
other
good.
joystick.
Oh,
How about
Okay.
we all
Okay.
stand?
Well,
I'll
I'm just
stand
gonna be
with you.
quiet now. I'm gonna be
You're
quiet
good.
now.
I'm gonna
and,
stand with you just so you don't feel awkward.
Okay, we'll
to
just
the other
stand.
way.
Hi,
There you
everybody.
go.
I'm
That's
Lolly
okay.
D. And I'm new
So,
to
Lolly,
Banter, as
yep.
you might have known. You know, I do want to say that it was so exciting to just be able to take a picture and then it just created your avatar. That's pretty cool. I really
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
So I guess this is
future,
what
man.
it thinks I
It's
look
in
like. It
VR. Yeah.
just doesn't want me to. It just doesn't want me to sit down. Oh well. Okay. So how is everyone?
Everyone
We're
is
good.
doing
Thank
good.
you so much. Yeah.
So
Thank
we
you for
just
being
had
here.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you.
We just had a couple questions to make it like, you know, an official interview. And then after that, we were just gonna, you know, kind of shoot it back and forth, and you're welcome to stay on and just keep the show flowing with us if you'd like.
Yeah.
Sure.
As our
Sure.
Yeah,
special
you've
guest.
already introduced yourself, and I'm assuming most of you guys are in Horizons and have already heard of her, making big waves, which leads into my first question, of course. Um, in your opinion, when you've started all these the talk show, just being in the community, being a representative, um, how do you feel? What got you in that mindset that you're gonna actually take on some real hard subjects? Where were you at, and what moment was that for you?
Well, to be honest with you, when I first came in here, like everybody, you know, we were just all playing Beat Saber, right? Wasn't that the thing we all did? We
Oh yeah.
we decided to come in,
Yeah.
we're gonna play Beat Saber,
Mhm,
or you know,
Or some
any of
Lady
the
Gaga.
exercise ones, and we're all gonna get in great shape. And boy,
Right.
did I! You know, I jumped in and I was all excited like everybody. And then I said, "What's this Horizon Worlds?" And then I sat down and I've been still sitting down. So
See,
yeah, been doing
and
that.
that's where it's
But
all over.
I know, right? But I have some good news. I bought a treadmill, and
Oh.
I've been watching a lot of people. They can do VR and be on a treadmill, so why can't
Oh,
I?
man.
So
Oh,
I'm going to do that
interesting.
too.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to your question. You asked me why, and so what happened with me in Horizons? I came in. And I come from Echo knows. I come from a background of domestic violence, and I came in with the idea that is there something in here for me that can help me deal with my after effects of the domestic violence? I recently had gotten out of a relationship and I was exploring just ways to feel better about a lot of stuff. And so I thought, well, if there's groups or something in there, maybe I
Yeah.
can get involved. Well, instead I found a few people who really introduced me to a wide variety of things. And in talking to these people, I thought, wow, there's not a lot going on in this realm of this domestic violence. There were a couple things, some really good
Yeah.
worlds that people had built that I could really relate to, but there weren't any groups or anybody really talking about it. So I
Right.
thought, well, if you can't find it, then I was advised that you should just create it. So I went about deciding
Yep.
that I was going to just somehow create a group or something to discuss domestic
Yep.
violence.
Build it and they will
Um,
come.
yeah, so that's kind of how I felt. And so I sort of sidestepped there because I didn't know how to build and I didn't know any builders and I didn't know how I was going to go about that. So I
Mhm.
stumbled into a couple different places and met a lot of people. And somebody suggested to me, Lolly, you might be a good talk show host. And I thought, what? Me? Be a talk show host? And I thought, well, that, may be a way. That might be the way to create an environment where I talked to people about domestic violence because after I got out of my relationship, I became an advocate. I got some training and I worked at a boys' home and I sort of tackled my issues that way. So I
Mm.
thought maybe I could share that with some people through a kind of a talk show setting. So I set about doing that. Well, that evolved, as you know,
Oh
into
yeah,
not just
definitely.
domestic
Oof.
violence, but people wanted to talk about a lot of other things. And
Oh
I
man.
have learned so much talking to all these different
Well,
people.
man,
It's been
and you
incredible.
just walked us right to that next question from me is, yeah, your story. I've attended and worked your shows, so I totally get you there. Out of all the things and guests and situations, scenarios, what would be in your head right now? Because I know it'll probably change depending circumstance. What is the defining moment that you can recall where something was like a aha moment, like whoa, something you just
There's
walked away knowing something better?
Yeah, Echo, I've been so blessed to have just incredible people open up for me.
Right.
And I have learned so many things, but there's been a lot of those aha moments. But
Oh
the
yeah,
very
I bet.
first one probably occurred courtesy of Mavix. If
Oh
anyone knows
yeah, yeah,
Mavix, Mavix is
yeah,
very active. He's a community leader, and he's one of the representatives of the LGBTQ community, right?
yeah, yeah,
And the
yeah.
reason it was so eye-opening for me is that I said to Mavix, "Look, there's a lot of people in everywhere, and not just the platforms here, but in the world, that are
Right.
afraid to discuss some aspects of how to address that community. Just in a sense of, they're older or they're just not involved with a lot of people in that community, so they're kind of concerned about the labels. They don't want to offend people, all that stuff. And so I asked Mavix, could
Right.
you come and maybe would you be okay with some kind of weird, dumb questions? And Mavix was so gracious and said, there aren't any dumb questions and it's all
Oh,
okay. So
yeah.
when you ask me
That's
my
true.
moment, and this is almost
Mhm.
embarrassing, but I think people should hear it because I know I'm not the only one. I said to Mavix in the course of our conversation, well, how do you guys feel about this? And how do you guys feel about that? And Mavix looked at me and said, well, first of all, we don't all feel the same about anything.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I
Right.
said, and I know that sounds like such an obvious answer, but all of a
Hmm.
sudden it dawned on me that's like, of course, these are all individual people. They don't
Right. Right.
identify the same way. So one person may be
Absolutely.
concerned about labels. Another told me because a whole lot of people spoke, and that's what was so enlightening. One lady looked at me. She goes, "I hate these labels. I hate these labels."
Mm.
She said, "I'm old
Yeah.
enough that I'm referred to as a lipstick lesbian." She said, "It's not a term that's used anymore." She said, "But that's the label
Yeah.
I got in my generation."
Yeah.
And she said, "Labels are ridiculous. I hate them. So I don't want
Yeah.
that." So I think what I had to learn about different groups is that they don't all identify the same way. They're all just
No.
individual people, and that was a huge moment for me. And I felt like a total
Mhm.
moron. Like obviously, I should
Very
have known
cool.
that.
Ah.
Yeah,
I should have known
that
that.
is
But people are so
actually,
quick
yeah.
to put a label on people and things that
Right.
it just
Yeah.
becomes normalized.
Mm.
But really, I mean, it shouldn't be.
Well, it's just that it's everyone's running around saying I don't, and it's not just that community. There's other communities. People don't know
Mhm.
what the proper terms are. But what I guess I learned is that there aren't any proper terms.
Right.
You get
Yeah,
to know
there
each
really
individual
isn't.
person
Yeah.
and however
Absolutely.
they want to be identified.
Mhm.
And when you do that, all of a sudden the fear was gone because now I know,
Yeah.
oh well, I just need to get to know you and you're going to communicate to me
Yeah.
instead of me worrying
Mhm.
about, right? Okay. So that's what I was trying to say.
Absolutely.
Stereotyping and stigma, man, it follows us all.
Yes. I didn't
Yeah.
want to say I was stereotyping, but apparently I was. So now I learned
We
that.
all
So,
do. See that, and you were
right.
human, and you were just, hey, I'm honest right here. So a lot of people
Right.
need to do that and just open their eyes. Kitty, did you have anything you wanted to ask Lolly D before we kind of go into the next segment?
Well, I know that there was one more question that you had. I don't recall it off the top of my head, but personally, um, Echo had told me about what you recently did over there in terms of trying to be a better ally to people of color, and how it's one of the things where he said that you were making big waves and like just bringing people together. So I'd just like to hear a little bit about that, if you don't mind
Okay,
sharing.
well, that part, what he's referring to is the last show we just did. Is that what you're talking about? Okay,
Yep.
so this is what
Big
happened.
one.
I have two talk shows. I have one where we just talk about the fun things about Meta. It's all positive. It's
Mhm.
about the metaverse
Right.
and what everybody's doing and building communities, and it's a really fun. We celebrate entertainers, we celebrate builders. It's just a great place. Boss Leo's been on that show. We talked
Yep.
about her and her business ventures. So that show is a very happy show. The other one can be happy or it can be very deep and heavy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and I always ask I have a Discord group for my show. It's called Let's Talk About It. And in the Discord, I ask them, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's do it. And they said, let's talk about parenting. And so I thought, well, this is a okay subject. We'll just kind of, talk for one show about
Mhm.
what we do about parenting. But it turned into quite an amazing experience because we didn't just talk about parenting, we talked about parenting all kinds of people, like
Yep.
Mhm.
different things that happen with people where they have addictions and they're raising kids, and just the struggles we go through in raising kids with social media, and just we just went on and on. Well, then Jen Smash, if you guys know Jen, she's an awesome person. I love her.
One of the best
She
people.
said, I want to ask how people, or if y'all understand, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble today. I'll tell you why later, but I'm having a little trouble today. She
I
wanted
think
to
we
talk
all
about
are.
raising children of color, right? She said there's a lot that
Right.
you guys don't understand if you're not raising a child of
Right.
color, how it differs from other, from those of you that are white. And so I said, you know what, that is a very big subject and we shouldn't just cover that as part of this show. We should probably have a whole show about that. So
Mhm.
Jen was
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
enough to organize a wonderful panel of just the right people. And it was Metaclean Rupert, who is, oh my gosh,
Oh, he is
my
so
heart with
awesome, man.
Metaclean.
Oh,
He is fantastic. So it was
I've
Jen and
never met
Metaclean,
anyone.
right?
Oh, he's just
Right.
he blew
And
me
so,
away.
yeah,
Blew me away.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's so positive and he's so open and doesn't get offended about anything. Anyway, the
Right.
three of them came on and they were explaining things, and some of the things we know, but one of the things that we brought up was, when your child reaches the age of 16 and you're Caucasian, you're just upset and worried that your children are going to get into a car accident, or they're going to be driving too
Mhm.
fast, or whatever. You're concerned about those kind of things. But when you have a child who's black and you going to send him out there into the world, and I'm not speaking like with any knowledge, I'm only telling you what was told to me that day.
Right.
Right.
It's a whole different thing because now we've got to talk about the dangers dangers of your child being of color and out there in the world without your protection? And will they react correctly? Are they mature enough to handle it? Will they know how to speak to an officer? Those kind of things. And it was such a heavy discussion, and it went on and on. It went on and on about not just driving, but beyond, and all of the struggles. And it was just an incredible show. But the part that made me feel good was I asked this question, and I asked it not just for myself, but I asked it for a lot of my friends. I said, "Look, I want to be a visible ally, but I also know that people are very much into saying your virtue signaling if you're saying, hey, I'm an ally, right? And so I said, well, how do you show that you're an ally and show support without being vocal about it? What is it that what should I do? How can I express that I'm, on your side about a lot of things without talking about it, right? And they told me the thing that finally made sense to me. It was the one thing that finally made sense, right? MetaClean explained you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to walk up to me and do that thing like, hey, I have black friends, and people don't want to hear that. It's like, yeah, I don't need to hear that. What they said is, don't talk to me about it. Talk to your friends about it. So when things come up and you're with your Caucasian friends and some of them start talking those things that they say when they don't know people of color, right? That's when you're an ally. That's when you stand up and say, that's not right. Why are you talking that way? You don't understand what it's like and all that. That's what they need you for. And that makes perfect sense to me. He doesn't need me to stand there and tell me he's an ally. He needs me to be one. He just needs me to be one. And that made so much sense. Yeah.
My
So I
heart
felt great
was
about that.
exploding during that show. I was so
It was
happy
great.
you guys went there. So happy. Things that people are afraid to talk about. And I mean, we all left that room feeling awesome. Feeling awesome.
You know what was the best part about that, Echo? I wasn't there. I had to go. But I found out, I went back there several hours later and they were all still there talking. They
That's
got into such a
amazing.
fantastic
Open discussions,
conversation.
right?
And they were all feeling
That's so great.
energized, and they're trying to figure out, oh, we got a 2-minute warning. They wanted to try to figure out ways they could carry this discussion
It
forward
was kind of
in
big.
different realms. It was so great.
Yeah.
It was so
No,
great.
I am 100% in awe of you and what you've created. The space, the friendly and openness. There's no roof, so you don't feel boxed in, which leads your spirit to freely flow. It is such an inviting
You'll have to
space.
take me there, Echo.
Oh my gosh, next time you're
Well,
with
let me
me,
tell you,
bring me back.
I deserve 0 credit for that build because that was
True. Why
my
don't you
friend
give
Joe
some
Bear
shout outs?
79.
Yeah.
I'm going to. My friend Joe Bear
Love Joe Bear.
79 approached me, and he and Pinata are 2 incredible builders,
Right.
and they came to me and they said, "Lolly, we want you to succeed."
Awesome builders.
I had a studio that was built for me from another builder who's left the platform. It was my starter studio, and I was so grateful for it. But I knew that it was time to upgrade it and change it. So I was looking and searching, and Joe Bear just told me, we're going to take care of this for you. And they maintain it for me. I don't have to do a darn thing. So I'm so grateful. But I agree with you. It's a beautiful place.
Man.
And I'm just
Such a
blessed to
great
get to be in
atmosphere.
it. But by the way,
Yep.
y'all, you guys have
Yep.
pretty nice studio yourself. I'm
That's
pretty
all
impressed
Vanquisher.
with you guys
Thank
and
you.
what you
All
got going on
Vanquisher.
here.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, Vanquisher, you did a
Yeah.
great job. Looks terrific.
So that
Woo,
big
thank
red
you.
2 minutes, they're
Yes, so we
pricey.
should move along now. Thank you
So,
very much, Lolly.
I-
You're
Lolly,
sharing the stage
yeah.
with us for the rest
That's
of
so
the
phenomenal.
event here as our special
thank you.
guest. And
Thank
speaking
you.
of Vanquisher, before we head into the next segment, I just wanted to announce one of the virtual prizes. We are going to have a heckler's chair, and what that is
Ooh,
whoever
pretty
wins
cool.
that, our next episode, they're going to sit in that chair for one segment. They're going to heckle Echo and myself, and we just have
Be
to take it
nice.
as we go through the
No, be
segments.
mean.
But Vanquisher, can you please cue the heckler chair so everybody
Oh.
can see?
Oh, goodness.
my
Look at that.
God,
Ah!
look at this.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm waiting for a dragon.
Please don't heckle me. I'll cry. I'll cry. No, I'm
Man,
kidding.
Phenomenal. All right,
Oh,
and
and-
just like that, there it goes.
That's
if
cool.
you're-
That is
You
That is
guys are
It is.
brave.
so cool. So cool.
You're
And if
brave.
you're not synced and you missed it, don't worry. Later, after when it clears out, you can come back and we can go through
Oh, yeah.
things again. And also, it was in the Space Hopper event, so you can watch the video on the Banter
Oh,
VR
man,
TV
yeah.
channel as well, and you can
Ah,
see all the fun
Between
gimmicks.
Casper and Faye and all of them, man, those space
Mhm.
hopping events are phenomenal in
Are
here, Lolly.
amazing.
You definitely need to go to them because
Mhm.
they.
Oh, I
they
definitely
take
need
you
to
there. They
explore
take
this
you there.
place. It seems like a very
Yeah.
awesome
Oh, it's so
platform.
much fun. We're so community minded here.
Mhm.
But anyway, speaking of community minded, we have the Darwin Award,
The
which
Darwin
is
Award. Not for a community member.
perfection. Oh,
Oh my
look up,
God!
look up,
See, this
look
is
up.
one of
You
those
might want
things
to
I
move,
don't know
Lolly.
about. I can actually see
What
it.
is
Oh
this?
True.
What is
my
this?
goodness. You don't want to get squashed. You might want to
I'm
walk.
trying to get out of the
Oh,
way.
oh,
Whoa.
oh, oh.
What?
Oh, and
Oh my
my goodness.
God!
Someone has robbed us.
Wow! Holy
Is your award
cow.
missing, or is that the
Well,
award?
you know.
Geometrical object?
We lost
I
it.
think
So
I'm not
there is a
synced.
big award.
I see the
Somebody
platform, but not the
Somebody has
award.
decided to take our award, which is fine because remember there was someone climbing up there earlier.
Oh.
So yeah, there's an award, a Darwin Award. We'll pretend
Maxie.
it's here. Ooh ah. And
Ooh.
Discord Kitty, tell us about your Darwin Award winner this time. It sounds pretty cool, actually.
Well, we if for anyone who doesn't know, the Darwin Awards are basically something where if you've seen the show like A Thousand Ways to Die, is how it's those crazy, like you did the wrong thing at the wrong time and you no longer exist. But there's, to keep it more lighthearted, there's also an honorable mention section.
Nice.
And the story tonight was from an honorable mention, but I am not synced and I can't see if Vanquisher has the article up. I am not seeing it.
I can tell you if I
seeing
see
it
it.
now.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Wine
what's
for the
happening? No.
road.
No,
Wine for
see,
the
I just
road.
see a black screen.
Pinot
Are you-
Noir. That's
I'm
a good
so
one.
sorry.
Yeah,
I-
Pinot Noir.
I see a black screen.
Okay,
So-
rejoin. Just quickly rejoin, and you'll be fine.
All right.
Technical difficulty, folks.
Technical. This is the first episode. We'll get it right. But yeah, this space is so phenomenal. There's so many technical things behind the scenes. I can't believe someone stole our award. That's so funny.
Okay.
This is
But
VR.
welcome to the prank
Expect
world.
it. Expect everything.
I just hope
There
it's
we
not
are.
the person I
Okay.
lightning bolted out of here earlier because he had our award.
Well, he's got it now.
Okay.
That's
All
okay.
right.
So-
Are you seeing anything?
I can see it on here. I'm seeing us
Go
up
for
there,
it.
but that's more pixelated. So I'm unfortunately rudely going to have to read from this screen. I apologize, audience. Okay. So as you can see, this was back in 2020, May 5th in California. I mean, lots of
Gotta
good
love
wines there.
California.
To enjoy wine, most folks buy a bottle, open
Right.
it, and partake thereof. But Labile, 39, not his real name, was more ambitious. He knew that one bottle wasn't enough to drown his thirst, nor was a gallon jug of Carlo Rossi. His thirst could be satisfied only by guzzling wine straight from the udder of a rolling wine tanker truck. So he devised a sly
kinda guy.
scheme to drink his fill from a truck hauling thousands of gallons of red. Hard to believe? We'll go to the video after the article. If you can scroll, please. On a sunny Tuesday, Labile cruised along Highway 99 near Modesto until he spotted a tractor trailer pulling a bulk cargo of red wine. Pulling alongside the cab, he gestured to the driver, "Trouble with your rig." The driver pulled off to the road behind the sedan. The sedan door opened and Labile emerged wearing only underpants. I think
Ooh.
he was already drunk, clearly.
Okay.
Seeing Labile looking odd and behaving oddly, the trucker immediately pulled back onto the highway. What the driver did not see was Labile running around the truck and climbing barefoot on board the trailer. The rig's camera captures him maneuvering under the trailer as it reaches highway speed. Out of sight, beneath the trailer, Labile unscrewed a valve and positioned himself more or less under the outlet pipe. A torrent of wine gushed out, and Labile happily commenced gulping down as much as he could, which left a lot flowing off his face and onto the asphalt. I mean, he's basically waterboarding himself with
Man.
wine, I guess.
I mean,
The driver noticed that he was bleeding cargo at an alarming rate and called the California Highway Patrol as he again pulled onto the shoulder. The arresting officer found the still gulping Labile lying on the ground doing snow angels as the red wine continued to gush over him. He was obliterated when they handcuffed him and thus was cooperative during his arrest. About 1,000 gallons of wine, 5,000 bottles worth, had spilled from the truck, and how much of that wine wound up in Labile's gullet is unknown, but it was obviously more than his due share. He was cited for felony vandalism and misdemeanor driving on a suspended license. But wait, there is a bit more to this strange story.
There's more.
But wait, there's more. Wine is best paired with food, and Labile was looking forward to his free jailhouse sandwich. But such was not to be. He was released before lunch on Wednesday due to California's zero bail pandemic emergency mandate. Labile was quite unhappy about his missing the lunch sandwich. So unhappy that within moments of his release from jail, he was stealing a landscaper's truck. The landscaper called 911 and Labile was arrested and returned to the PSC to the Public Safety Center. He told officers he was hoping for a return visit to finally enjoy his sandwich. Seriously, that's what he admitted, said Sheriff's Department spokesman Sergeant Luke Schwartz. But alas, auto theft is also eligible for zero bail, and Labile was released without a sandwich on the following morning, Thursday, 2 days after his wine cruise.
I mean, it's California. We all have our. Oh man, I remember that.
Yeah,
too.
and we're big
here's
on
the
wine in
video.
California, that's for sure.
we're
And apparently sandwiches.
Oh,
we're big on letting people out of jail too, but that's a show for another time.
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
different show.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think that's.
It's very
Oh,
hard
there
to
we go.
stand still.
There he
I'm
is in his
trying.
underwear, as you can
Oh,
see.
are you under? Oh, there you go.
Echo, move out of the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let the people see.
It's those wings.
Darn those wings.
I can't hear the video.
All right,
I can
here we
only
go.
hear YouTube.
Oh my god, is this him? Oh,
There's no audio.
there's
Yeah, that's
actual
him on the
video of
truck.
this. Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
the wine
Look
truck
at
had
him.
cameras.
Oh dear Christ.
This is him
look
leading
at
him
this.
off the road. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Check him out.
Stage barrier for a second. Meta voice is trapped inside.
And the driver at this point is like, nope. Doesn't see him.
Oh, this is like funniest videos, man. Look at him. He's surfing. He's totally windsurfing.
But he gets underneath and undoes. See, this is him going underneath to undo the valve and
No.
get all
While
that
it's
wine
moving?
goodness. Yes.
This is a very desperate man. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's
It's
wild.
very lucky. All he got was arrested and a hangover.
I don't know about drinking and hanging under a truck.
Oh,
That seems
man.
really tough.
Yes.
Can I guess? Is
And
this
there's the man
Sacramento?
himself.
Oh my.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh man. That
That's
just
crazy.
blows my mind. That blows my mind right there. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, was it Pinot Noir he was drinking?
I think it just.
I'm
Yeah. Well, that was
hoping
what
it
the
was.
truck was. That it must have been because that's what they did for the article.
Oh, okay.
Do-
All right. Well,
I mean,
he has good
maybe they
taste.
shouldn't label. Maybe they shouldn't label their truck Pinot Noir.
Yeah,
just saying.
maybe.
Yeah.
But
A
look
little
at
less.
this man.
Put gasoline on it or something.
I mean, he doesn't look drunk, but then again, we don't judge books by covers. So, hey, more power to you, man. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know.
That's quite a
Yeah.
story.
And I believe
just,
the.
I want to be
Yep.
in your mindset when you're reading that story. So, all right.
I-
Well,
Just need a glass of wine.
what?
Is that a doorbell? Do you have a doorbell?
What?
Oh,
What in God's
oh.
name?
That's what that was. Okay. Oh, hello. What?
Is that Shane?
What?
What's happening here?
Well, it's Shane's avatar. I don't think it's
Um,
actually
The
It's
sync
a-
object broke, so we'll skip
Oh.
through to the next.
I'm like,
segment.
does he have a present for us?
He's got an empty box. How rude.
Yeah.
Shane, how dare
Oh
Well,
my
the delivery
gosh.
driver lost your product. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
well, let's take
no.
a minute to talk about Amazon, right?
It's, it's that
Or
guy's
what
fault.
we call
in
we
the
call them
future.
in California porch pirates. You know, they if you didn't have
Oh,
one of those Ring doorbells to catch them,
but
man,
have you guys
you're stuck.
seen the one where the I can't remember his name, but he does the glitter bombs and the fart sprays and the phones and the GPS tracking, and he puts the packages out for people to steal, and then when they
Oh my
tear into
gosh.
them, it films their reaction, so the glitter comes and poops everywhere, and then the fart
Well,
spray
that's
just keeps spraying
nice.
and
I mean,
spraying and spraying.
glitter, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I've seen him where
Yeah.
you get poop for a surprise. So there's that.
Oh, like back in my day,
Yeah.
it was lighting them on fire and throwing them on your porch.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So,
Echo,
so
I
yeah.
guess this
Anyways,
brings us to your
yeah.
segment. Okay.
So this is a segment I fought a little for. I call it the GOAT segment, or the greatest of all time. Um, just to give y'all a little warning, it's nothing like this great, like Mother Teresa or anything. These
Oh,
are
wait,
like
no,
satirical.
Echo, I
Oh,
need to
oh,
I need to stop you. Um,
oh,
breaking the internet
oh,
was next.
oh, breaking the
Yeah,
internet.
you're
Okay,
getting a
I'm
little
sorry.
ahead of yourself. That's
I was
okay.
reading
We're
the
good here.
clipboard. So yeah, breaking the internet, and of course it's not up there. But
No,
so these
that's
are a
your
couple
first story.
stories that I found so humorous. I don't know if anyone can relate. You know, actually, when you de-stressed a little bit and you've gotten off VR, you basically sit through the internet and flick, and you're like, oh, these 1 minute things that I'm watching, and then you come across a news story, and you're just like, okay, am I that messed up, or is this the strange world we live in?
What
Um,
is echoing?
so yeah,
There's some echo
I
coming from
am hearing
Lolly.
an echo. Oh,
Because
is that
you're
you, Lolly?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah.
Are you echoing
Yeah,
in my headset all of a sudden?
yeah, I'm hearing it out of you.
Do you want me to go? I can go.
No, just hit mute. Your left indented button. If you hit that and look down
Yes.
to your left, you'll see that microphone. Just click
Y
it.
button.
There you go. I forgot there was also a new way you can just do the Y button. Okay. I don't know where that's coming from, but anyways.
Still
So
going.
let's talk about this story. This story is so
It wasn't
funny.
her.
It wasn't her. It wasn't her. That's all right.
Still
Woman has hand amputated after a freak accident with her hair dryer. I mean, so my goal with these stories, right, is not to read the article and just go by
No.
the headlines.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just wrong,
that's
wrong,
perfectly
wrong,
fair.
wrong,
Yes,
wrong.
because I'm sure a
Yeah.
lot of people are now. You've got them questioning, how do you lose your hand to a hair
Yeah,
dryer?
yeah, right. So this was the whole point of my segment is let's talk about this for a minute because it just doesn't seem right. So, oh, did we lose Lolly? We lost
I
Lolly. She
think
thought it was
yeah,
her.
she'll probably be
Oh
back.
no. Okay, as long as she comes back.
Mhm.
So yeah, basically, as I was skimming through this article, and I don't know, it looks like there's a video. I don't know if he's up for playing it, but if he can,
We
I'm
weren't getting any
definitely down for that.
sound with the last video,
Oh,
so
that's right,
I don't know
So
if we
it's,
want to.
You could
yeah,
explain
it's
it.
probably pointless. She's
Yeah.
basically just telling the story. She basically had her hand burnt really bad, and she fell asleep on it, and the hairdryer was on, and it just like
Wow.
continued to cook her hand. It was just all wrong and all wrong
I
and
guess
all
she had
wrong, right?
walked into the bathroom, started the hair dryer, and
Something to that degree,
somehow
and just
it didn't really explain how, but she passed
yeah.
out in her bathroom,
Oh my God.
Was she,
and the
And
hair
it's
dryer's
was she on
going.
opiates?
Right.
We
We're
don't know.
all left to think these things, right? So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, she
pretty
was on
much what
drugs.
my whole theory on this section should be is just these news headlines that they just get way like what do you call them, clickbait, where they just
Clickbait,
have these
yeah.
ridiculous things that make you go, where the fuck am I? Right? Like what's going
Right,
on?
exactly.
So
Are we on
anyways,
the
so yeah,
onion
that
or
was one
not?
story. Is this the onion? Right, exactly. So that was one story, and if you want, we can go to the next one right quick, and we'll just skim right through all this. I know we're probably hitting time.
We've got
But
15
yeah,
minutes,
that's
so
such
we'll.
a strange story.
I know.
The second one, this is just kind of funny for all you guys, okay? And why there's a woman on the picture, I do not know. Time spent on computer
Because
linked
she's not
to
letting her
increased
man on the
chance of
computer, that's why.
erectile dysfunction. I mean, it's the Independent, but really, it just blows my mind. But it's been studied and it's been come out true. I actually asked my doctor about this, and I
Oh
mean,
wow.
like, people are asking for erectile dysfunction meds like nothing. If you're ever up at 2 a.m., watch the commercials on your regular TV. I know everyone's like, "What is regular TV?"
Yeah,
But
I don't
there's
have
still
that anymore.
channels you can actually surf, right? It's old school, I know, but they have these commercials. There's always one for a medication every segment, and most likely it's erectile dysfunction or I'm depressed. I want to go jump in the sky. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it just blows my mind, all these little stories. And here's the thing I wanted to say. If you guys come across any crazy stories, please hit me up on Discord, hit Vanquisher up, hit Kitty up. Send us that info because we're all for it, man. And we will
Absolutely.
definitely premiere it. Yeah. And again, we're
Mm-hmm.
we're moving kind of quick through all these, but this is our first show, so we want you guys to get a
Yep.
taste of what we offer here.
A little bit of
So,
everything.
yeah, a little bit of
And we
everything. Let me
wanted to
grab this
dedicate a little
imaginary
bit
thing.
longer time to our special guest.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, now we go into greatest of all time.
Yes.
You know. All right,
So,
guys. So this is the fun part. Um,
is
so
is
this
this
is
your greatest
something
of all
I
time, or was it
personally.
something else?
Nope. It's on my
Okay.
thing as greatest of all time, and then it's
No,
hot
but
takes.
is it what
Oh, on
Vanquisher
the
has up right
story.
now?
Oh,
I think that
boyfriend
was
caught
another one of you
herpes.
breaking the
Oh, no,
internet.
no, no. We were gonna skip that one if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken because it was a
Vanquisher, you
little
can go to the next URL. Thank
aggressive.
you.
You know, I can go really fast through it. So,
you
it's
can
one
go
of
on Reddit
those,
if you want to see that one.
dear Abby, please help, blah, blah, blah. I need advice. So, yeah, it's their own fault for, inviting people in their relationship. But yeah, herpes just spread across the whole town. Anyways, so, anyways, moving on. And I can't grab this thing. That's okay. My favorite section, greatest of all time. This is where I actually get to sit down and read something. I know I don't read that much, but when I do, you know. So basically, I found this really cool story that makes you think, what? And it's basically the headline: Swedish appeals court rules that a space rock should stay with the owner of the property where it landed. So just to give you some context, in Sweden, it's kind of like an open land policy where you can walk freely on anyone's property at any time as long as you're not disrupting nature or animals or anything, including but not limited to plants, rocks, said substances. So yeah, this guy was walking and found this meteorite, and they were trying to determine whose rock is or whose meteorite gets this, because whether the white men in suits come, the white suits from NASA, and they're like, I want this. So this guy actually took them to court in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, and basically the court ruled everything in that meteorite is found here on Earth. So there is no determination that that rock is anything special or different than what's here on Earth. So the guys couldn't have it, and it belongs to the owner. So that was just this odd science thing that I was reading. I was going, man, can you imagine a meteorite like landing in your yard and then
Battle over
NASA
a rock,
coming
though.
over? We need that, sir. It has radiation. And you're like, that's my rock, It's like, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
And he actually went to court and won. So now in this country, there's official laws surrounding rocks on your property. So, anyways, it's all fun,
Okay.
guys. Like I said, if you ever
Yes.
find a story that y'all are just blown away by, please hit me up, hit one of us up, and I will definitely like sum it up and like we can even make it even crazier. But anyways, I'm gonna scoot right along to hot takes, Miss Kitty, because I feel you've got some good stuff for us.
Oh, so this is where we're
I'll
going to
get this
get
into
some
your way.
audience participation.
Ah,
Jem
there we
is with those that are in the second instance, so she can
go.
megaphone. We should have a microphone coming up on the floor for people. and we're gonna take a few hot takes from the audience. Here's our
Whoa!
microphone.
What? Ooh! Ooh!
Whoa.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Oh.
It's a hot take.
Hiding behind the weed is not helping.
Well, hey, you got the right
Whoa,
idea. If
that's
you light the weed, you're right there.
you know. Scoot the fire over a
So
little.
the hot take this week, not there's going to be some maybe split opinions. Echo and I discussed this one a little. Double dipping your chip in your salsa, in your
God.
onion dip,
Oh.
whatever you have. So, if you're sharing the dip, do you dip, take a bite, dip again, finish your chip, or do you scoop some dip and just eat it all at once rather than dipping it
Man.
back in? And if you think it's fine to double dip, explain why. So what's your hot take?
So yeah, feel free to come up to the
Can we get some-
microphone and give
Yeah,
us your
audience
hot
can
take
come up
on
to the
it. This is
microphone.
all about the
Tell
audience,
us-
and
Tell us
It's
what
kind
you
of
think
funny.
of double dipping your chips.
I think this was similar to last night's court case, if I'm not mistaken. The
The pineapple on pizza. Yeah.
pepperoni.
I have Razor
God,
over
if
here
you
who'd
guys
like
haven't
to say
seen that-
Razor, yes, Razor.
All right,
Hi,
Razor,
Razor, we
come
see you
on up.
here.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up? Hello. Honestly, like, my take on it is like, why doesn't a person just take enough dip for the whole chip and just eat the whole thing? Just a big old bite, you know?
Just
that's
have
a
your
good
own
one.
chip, all the dip.
I
Yep.
am-
just
that
all the
leads
dip you
me
need,
into
all in one
stuff,
scoop. Then you don't have to
Yeah,
double
Okay,
dip.
but what if you're the type that maybe wants a little dip on the whole chip? So when you scoop it, you've got like your little pile of dip on the end of the chip, and then you got this bare chip on the other side.
Well, you can
Well-
get your own plate and put
Your
the
own
dip
ah,
on the
there
plate.
you go.
There you
So
go.
Razor,
And then you can do
what-
whatever you want.
What do you do if you're sharing dip with somebody that you are not swapping saliva with? What is your reaction when they double dip in front of you in a shared bowl?
Oh, it depends, cause I mean, hopefully they don't have a cough. They're not gonna give me some sort of cold, or I don't know. I start thinking about that stuff, and
Right.
See,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
sometimes
Can
I
I
don't
just
say
say for a
anything, but
second?
I'll just sit there and then the gears turn in my
I'm done
head.
eating.
I'm like, oh well, you
Ponder
already
this.
double dipped anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna
Ponder
take
this
it.
for a second. You gotta also think about the quality of the chip, because I've had it at some restaurants where you take that first dip and where'd my chip go? Half of it broke inside the dip.
Oh,
So,
yep.
that second dip, so. But that was
Dip had
pretty
those
cool.
super
Thank
thin-
you, Razor.
Yeah, thank you, Razor.
Oh, man.
Do
That
we
was
have
cool,
another
that was
hot
cool.
take from the audience?
Anybody else? Does anybody eat chips? I'm starting to
We
worry.
do
No,
have
no
somebody
one.
over
Man,
here.
shit.
We have
Okay.
Divine Slayer. 1 second. Let me
That
microphone
that
her.
second instance doing better than you guys. Hello, Divine.
Oh,
Share your hot
man.
take.
So I feel the same way as Razor a little bit. It even more because it's weird. I feel like this with my kids sometimes. Because my kid, he's younger, so he likes to double dip a lot. So it's like I will literally get him a little plate by himself.
Yeah,
because I
right.
don't want him to even
Right.
double dip, even though
Yeah.
he's my kid.
Aw.
I still can't do it. I still can't do it. So yeah.
I mean,
totally
kids
understand.
just pick their nose,
Yeah,
And
exactly.
eat things on the
Mm,
ground.
Exactly.
Love it.
Thank you, Divine. I appreciate your hot take.
Yeah.
I
that
think
was
we've got
pretty
time
cool.
for one more. Or Trey,
All
thank you for
right,
stepping up for our
all right.
instance, Trey.
All
So
right.
I basically want to agree what's been said. Like, if you're the type of person and you're with your part, like somebody, a friend or something like that, and you a double dipper,
You should make it for him.
I suggest that you get your own dip.
I'm doing
Mhm.
it.
And like each person get their own dip. But if you're like just to buy yourself up, by yourself, you go to a restaurant, that's fine, perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't see any problem with
Interesting.
double dipping. I'm a double dipper
Gotcha.
myself, so
Don't be
I
Joe
always make sure I
Panda.
have my own dip though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that you can do that
Interesting.
without judgment.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
yes.
why not ask the waiter or waitress for your own little bowl, right?
Mm-hmm. Or
I mean,
even like
there's
when you're
nothing
at
wrong with
home,
that.
right? Have the serving bowl and
Nothing wrong
everybody
with
can
that.
just scoop their
Yeah,
portions. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yep.
Man, that was pretty cool. I like that
Thank
hot
you,
take.
Trey. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay.
That
I got a small
was
comment
cool.
about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
If you just
okay,
Come
come
on
on up,
up,
Zephy.
Zeffy.
sometimes I just recently did this recently, but I just take a chip, I break it in half, and then I dip.
Oh,
So it's break it in
Smart.
half. So this double dipping.
that's
Double
that
dipping.
stoner brain. See?
Stoner brain.
Yeah,
Yes.
Don't tell all our
absolutely.
So
secrets.
true.
Oh, sorry. So I outed you unintentionally.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. No, I
No,
love
he's,
it.
he's not
I'm
wrong, man.
definitely.
Oh,
Def
them
yeah,
shoes
thanks.
I
are
love the
kicking.
new outfit, by the way.
Those
Those pants are
pants, my
amazing. I'm
goodness.
obsessed.
I love
I
these
love
pants.
it. I
know.
love every
I love
minute
these
of it.
pants too.
Love it.
Thanks.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you, Zeffy.
That
Okay,
was pretty cool
so
hot take.
at this point, we're going to go into our activity spotlight, and then we're going to go from that to the prizes and ending the show for this week. We've got Gem
By the
Chick
way,
in. Yes.
did you already roll for the first prize and get that seat number? Just so no one gets to the
Yeah,
bouncy, or did
you
you want to
need to
do that
do.
later?
You do. I've
I've
done
already
one.
done it.
You've got one too. Okay.
I just
Now,
did it while you were talking.
if that person isn't here at the end, we'll do a quick re-roll for either of us.
Got you.
We
right.
need one more roll. Do you want to do it? Since this is the segment that I'm going to do, did you want to do the third roll?
Sure. I'll do one more
Okay.
roll during this segment.
Okay, perfect.
And I am also
and we're
looking
gonna.
at your debug, so I'm getting all the instances, so everyone is
And
fair
I would
game.
I would like you just pop Discord me your two names so I can make sure that we
Okay.
don't have one of the same names, okay?
Gotcha.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So we've got Gem in the other instance. We're gonna cover two activity spotlights. Gem, we're gonna do Lisa's first, then we're gonna bring Gem over here, and we'll have somebody pop to that instance just in case of megaphoning or alerting a prize winner if they're in the other instance. Zell, when it comes time, would you mind sliding yourself to the other instance, just to replace Gem, and then when she's done sliding back here?
I'm there.
When? Now?
Not right this minute. We're gonna talk about Lisa's event first, and then once we're done talking about Lisa, we'll have you bring Gem up here, bring yourself down, and then you guys can switch back after.
Good.
Thank you so much. Okay. So what we've got playing here behind us is Lisa's space making course. She's doing one currently. It's very much for beginners. It's for people who don't have a lot of experience, who haven't worked with these programs before. She's very detailed. She walks you through everything. She shows you what add-ons to get. She talks through. I love how Echo just got risen up on that plane. Sorry. She
Whoa.
talks through everything that's done. She's very clear. She does this every week. She makes sure that you actually understand what she's doing. She talks about the settings. She's very clear on explaining everything. She's very patient. I love the setup. It's like the space is like a classroom. She's at the front of the class like the teacher. So it's an event that I can't attend, but I can watch it on YouTube. So for anyone that can't make events like this where they do end up on the Banter TV YouTube channel, you can go and watch these videos and learn from them and just kind of like teach with the help of Lisa's video, teach yourself, get into your own space making. I mean, a lot of new people that hit Banter, they go around to all these spaces and they're so amazed and they just want to do something like that. So they start asking the questions. And if you're in the Discord, I know you've probably seen a lot of new people coming in. They want to build, they're asking questions, they want to do the avatars. I'm going to mention too, I'll take a moment to mention Dead Zed is also doing an avatar creation event. He does this weekly. Is the same kind of thing. He's going to take you through everything, walk you through it, explain what he's doing. And it wasn't it?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We'll be right back. Oh, she's
Someone
back
lost a
already.
marble. Oh, whoa. Wow, that was super quick. There she goes. See? His
I
fiber's
thought it was
going
just
great.
me.
Of course, she's
No, she did what
facing the
Joe
wall.
Dax did. She's gonna reset
Oh
again.
no. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. So yeah, basically, she's doing great things over here with space making, and I could have sworn she mentioned the avatars. That's a whole other section.
Static also
It
crashed,
just,
so I got their server both negated.
oh yeah, it's okay. It's Canada. They'll be back. But
Yeah, I'm still here.
yeah. So the cool thing
Oh,
about
sure.
it is, oh, there
Sorry
you go.
about that. Am I?
You're good. You're
Can't
good.
can't
You're
have
good.
Am I
internet
still
problems.
megaphoned?
Well, you're an
I'm
admin, so
sure
you
you are
can
now.
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
megaphone yourself. But go for it.
I am now. Okay, thank you.
Yep,
Okay,
you're
sorry. Okay. Okay,
What's
thank you.
sounddetectorsay.com.
So, what I was saying, the same thing. Dead Zed is doing the same thing for us. With sorry, that just lost my train of thought. I apologize. He's
It's
doing the
okay.
same thing with the avatars, and he's also they touched on this at the Banter Highlights event. He's also interviewing other avatar creators. I think Tokra was interviewed recently. I haven't had a chance to watch the episode because we've been preparing for this. But there's a lot of wonderful community members out there, a lot of builders, a lot of avatar makers, like Fire Rat there hiding in the weeds. And they are always very helpful, open to questions. I've seen them many times help people in game. Tokra gave me like a less than 60-second just how to change my hair color in Blender. I've never used the program before. I just went right in and I was able to do it. So these people are there. They're valuable resources. They make amazing creations, amazing builds. Lisa made her own. She made her own from scratch today. She was showing it off. So if you're interested in that, get out there, attend some of these events or watch the videos, and you're going to surprise yourself with what you can do. It's really amazing. Okay, so we'll go on to Gem. So if we can get the switching and Gem up here on the stage, and Vanquisher, if you want to go to the next URL. So we've got, there we are. Okay. Oh, there
Nice.
she
Man,
is. Come on
I
up
love
here,
how
Gem.
colorful that set is. That is
I
so
don't know
cool.
why I
Oh,
can't
can you
go
lower the
past
barrier
it.
for Gem, please?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you.
And just
Alright.
to let you guys know, they are on the
Yes.
other side. We all went home, and as we went home, we
Mhm.
did come back in on top of each other, and what was happening is they're not seeing videos, just to let you guys know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, this is the last video, and then we're gonna go into the prizes.
Yes.
So, anyone who was at Gem's crafting event this evening before our event, you've seen the video that's playing behind her. If you weren't there, she always posts the video in the Discord so that you can go and watch the craft. She makes amazing creations. She takes materials you wouldn't even think of crafting with, and she turns them into something beautiful. It's always a pleasure to be there. The video plays, she walks through that, she'll jump in person and just tell us some more information about it. And it's just really kind of a chill, like, hangout and chat, and people really enjoy Gem's crafts. So Gem, why don't you tell us a little bit about it, like how you got the idea for this event, like this, I know you had to make some events, but this specific event, what got you into crafting?
Well, I actually started crafting since I was 5.
Oh, wow.
I started off with crocheting, and I was actually taught by I've had lots of aunts and, my brother-in-law's parents and stuff like that. So that's how I started off.
Nice.
For the idea, I try to go as
Mhm.
basic as I can so that everybody is able to afford the craft and be able to join and enjoy the craft themselves. I try to do as low pricing as you can possibly do. And
Right.
yeah, I mean, I do show off some of my machinery when the time comes, but I
Yeah.
really like staying with the basics of it so that everyone can enjoy doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I understand why you do that, just so people can run it and do it themselves. But one thing that I've noticed with the community is they do love when you pull out those machines and show, like when you made the Tetris purse, like people who, like me, who have never seen that, it's it's like a sewing machine on steroids, maybe I'll say. But if you haven't used equipment like that, or if you're maybe not a crafter or somebody would have a use for that, just being able to see it in action and see how it's used and what comes out at the end. Because I tell you, I was watching that embroidery stuff and I'm like, what? I don't even understand. There's these weird Tetris pieces here and nothing. But then at the end of it, it all came together. It made sense. I'm like, oh, that's a scoreboard. That's not weird Tetris pieces. I'm just not. I'm looking at the in progress and not the end result. But once it came out of the end, I'm like, people would buy that stuff up. Like seriously, of course, probably get a copyright claim, but
Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I do quite enjoy working with my machines. I mean, I think for myself, I start off very, something basic at first with the machine, and then when I feel
Mhm.
comfortable with it or I feel that I do enjoy it, then that's when I start to upgrade. There is a few
Okay.
people I have met who own embroidery machines but won't touch it yet because they're petrified of it. So I always just
Mhm.
let them know you really just got to throw yourself in it. You're gonna
Good job,
screw up,
guys.
and that's okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Where to
Because
whisper.
that's the thing. You're gonna make mistakes while you're learning. And even, with the show, I mean, this first episode for us is gonna be way different from episodes weeks down the road, right? You learn with everything we learn.
Exactly.
And you make it
Exactly.
look so easy. And if people at home are trying to emulate, I mean, don't be frustrated. Just take it. Um, Try again. If you're not happy with the result, try again. Make something better.
Very
If you're
true. And
interested, definitely.
very true. And even if you do mess up, think about it. It's your own creation. Does it really
Hmm.
matter? Because it's never going to be perfect. You're not going to have the same craft as what you're going to have, like maybe a tiny bit of a different mistake, and that's okay because
Hmm.
that's yours. Your own.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Jem. I appreciate you coming up and sharing
Thank you.
your
Thank
crafting
you for
event.
having me.
And if you just want to plug your event, let them know the day, the time for those who maybe haven't been there.
Oh, actually, I think it might be better if you just look on the menu because we're
Okay,
all in
that's
different
fair.
time zones and
True, true,
days
yes.
as well.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
true. Different days. Yeah, I
it's
didn't
right
even think of it that way.
it's 30 minutes before this
Mm-hmm.
event.
Yep.
Just giving everyone a
Well,
heads
it
up.
ends 30 minutes before, so an hour and a half before this event.
Yes.
Yep.
And I gotta
Okay.
say, your new room is just fabulous.
Oh,
There's just weed everywhere in her craft room, guys. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
why there were
well,
munchies this week. Did you all see all the eggs and candy bars up there?
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
well, I think the room
Oh.
was definitely suitable for last week's, which was basically plants that I didn't have to take care of, and this week with the candy. So yeah, sure. Actually, both events worked very
Oh,
well in that room, didn't
they
it?
just kind of fit.
And if you all were wondering,
Okay.
that's Echo's greenhouse. Go check it
Oh.
out.
Woo.
It is a
Yes.
community greenhouse. I gifted it to Shane.
The- He's
It's a lovely
cultivating the
place.
finest strains in
It's a
there.
very lovely place. Echo.
Oh
Thank you
man.
so much. It's awesome.
Oh, of course, of course.
Okay, so
All right.
Thank
should
you.
we? Yeah, you can
Hey,
stay
thank
up
you,
with us
Jen.
on the
Yeah,
stage
you're
for the
Oh,
welcome
rest
to
of it if
stay
you
up
okay.
if
want.
you'd
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Because
So
we
I
lost our
have
special guest, so now you're our special guest, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, there you go. I just want to let you know I did do the random rolls
Okay,
for
so
the prize
let me just
winners.
check here.
And those were just the attendance rolls, and we've got 3
Yeah.
winners I sent you. And I was
Okay,
wondering if you were up for a
so
little trivia.
yeah, give me one sec. So,
Okay,
okay, so I'm gonna go with. Okay, give me one sec. I'm so sorry. Echo, why don't before we
you're
start
good.
the trivia, why don't you let them know the other 2 virtual prizes and then the 2 physical prizes while I just check your winners, okay? Because they only
Okay.
know about the throne at this point.
Oh, yeah, the heckling chair.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So, oh, man, that thing just scares me. I feel like the building's gonna come down. But it's
Barbecue.
so
Scare the
cool.
shit
Like
out
I
of
can think of
me.
so many things I want to do with that as a builder. So anyways, yeah, let's see. We've got a I can't even spit it out. Avatar upgrades. by, the one and only Fire Rat. He has offered his services as, free of charge to you to sit down and listen to you and like help you to personalize your avatar. Very good for the newbies. And he comes highly recommended, by the way, from pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
anyone that's been with Banter for a while. We all can tell you he's the one to go to next to Topra. Oh man, we've got what is that other one? The one that always gives me crap. Dead Zed, that's the one. Yeah,
our
but they're all really
streamer.
great, guys. Our streamer, and then we have Peroxide. So we've got great avatar builders here at Banter. So yeah, we're gonna try to get those all seen as well. But yeah, one of the prizes is that, and the next one, I don't really recall that one because I was more focused on the two big ones.
Oh, a custom-made song by Virtual Lee.
Oh, Virtual Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those who don't know, Virtual Lee has this whole sound studio setup. He creates his own songs like ours. He's very good at it. He's been doing it a while. He's also known for doing funny songs about like chicks that get pregnant and rap. So there's just a lot
and
of fun
diapers,
stuff behind him. And in diapers, okay. But yeah, you can get your own song made by him. Almost like the
And this is a
WWE
Lee
where you
song,
enter a
yep.
room, right?
Mhm.
So that's pretty cool. And then the other two, those are gonna be pretty big. Did you want me to spoil the surprise?
Okay, give me one moment. Okay, Echo, you
Yeah,
check.
I can hold on.
You check your message, and I'm just going to
Yeah, you finished it off.
Yeah. So, oh no, Zell. I know this is a little hard because we're two instances. Zell, you're
What's up?
in instance 2. Okay, perfect. So, I just want you to pay close attention when we ask a trivia question. And then as soon as you see somebody like jump up to answer, and I don't want anybody to spit out answers, just jump. It's going to be the first person that jumps. Zell, you megaphone them instantly so that we can all see them, and then we'll get the answer. Okay, perfect. So did
right.
you consult your messages there?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay.
Yep. All right.
So the physical prizes, Echo, I'll let you go ahead and share.
So the physical prizes, out of our own pockets, me and Miss Kitty, Discord Kitty, are going to award you a $20 gift card to Amazon.
And it will be in
each.
your currency, so
And it will
wherever
be
you are
in
in the
your
world.
currency.
Yes.
And
So
so
you don't
this
have to
is
worry
going
that
to
you're only
be.
getting $20 Canadian, okay?
Oh yeah, no. I think that's like what, $5 or something. I don't know.
Maybe. And there's no more $5 footlongs,
Oh
so.
no! Oh no! God no! They're like $24 now. It just blows my mind how much everything's expensive. But yeah, we had a couple of trivia questions. If you wanted
I've
to
got one
ask
question.
one,
Do
I've
you
got one
have?
question. I sure
Okay.
do. So lead the way, ladies first.
Okay. I don't know who you're calling a lady,
Or
but let's get on with
kitties
this.
first. Sorry.
There you go.
So for those in the audience, who can tell me the age that Jem started crafting?
Ooh.
Anyone? Oh, Casper.
Oh, I see
Casper.
Casper. I
Was
see
there
Casper
anyone?
first.
Okay.
How about
Okay.
on the other side? On the other side?
On Divine.
Vine Slayer.
Okay. So was
Yay! You're a winner.
Okay.
You're a winner.
Woo!
All right. All right. For
Echo?
my trivia, sharp eyes, sharp
And
eyes.
actually, one
Okay.
sec. Actually, I had
Yep,
an
I'm
idea.
holding. I'm holding. All
Zell,
right.
Zell,
Yep.
you're still megaphone. Okay, listen. I want you to
I can
before
megaphone
you
everyone
megaphone. No, I don't know if that might cause. Yeah, I was gonna say it might cause issues. What I was gonna say is, you watch. Don't megaphone first. Call the name first, and then whoever between you and Echo, whoever calls the name first, that's who we're gonna go with. Okay.
Gotcha.
Just maybe that'll be a little smoother
right.
than the way I just did it. Okay,
Yep.
Echo, you have the stage.
Okay. All right, guys. So, during Lolly D's interview, what was the leading cause to get her into the talk show circuit? IT Trey?
And domestic violence.
Divine.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Very
correct.
nice, Trey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he got it.
Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, we had rolled.
We're gonna all
Trey.
chat on Discord.
No,
Discord,
we're gonna give Casper the
Got you.
rolled prize. Okay.
100%. 100%. Congratulations, Casper.
Yes.
Because
So-
Trey had won one of the roles, actually, ironically. So,
Yep.
yeah. So that's a good way to split it. I love it.
Okay.
Family, man,
Perfect.
family.
So Trey, sorry.
The road prize again?
Oh, there's three different. They're the virtual prizes.
there's
so
three
it's a,
roles.
It's a song
Yeah,
from
we-
Virtual Lee. It's the heckler's chair, and it is the costume
Fire Rats.
alteration by
Yep.
Fire Rat, who has been doing some crazy things lately. So he's
Right.
gotcha. So you'll get on Discord with Trey, and you'll work that out.
Yep.
I'll work it out
I
with Divine.
I will. Definitely.
And then,
All right.
so we did our random rolls. Echo and I are going to assign the virtual prizes, and we will let the winners know via Discord which virtual prize they won.
Sounds
Because
great.
we want to,
And
yeah, we want to make sure, like, for instance, there's no point in giving Casper costume alteration. So we want the prizes to make sense.
yeah.
Unless he wants a
exactly,
costume
exactly.
alteration. But I mean, look at him.
No, I'm
Yeah.
totally happy with
So-
everything I have.
More.
It's been
yes.
a little toss back and forth, a little between me
And I
Kitty,
apologize
but
for running over.
I can guarantee. Oh no, you're
Yeah,
good. I
we'll-
can
we'll-
guarantee
we'll-
there's
we'll-
going to be
no,
a
we'll
prize
tighten this
every
up next
show
time. Yeah.
from me. And so we've talked a lot about that, and
Mhm.
it's just nice that you guys come out and support us in the community here in
Absolutely.
Banter and SideQuest,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
everyone's just becoming such a big team here. And we'd like
Absolutely.
to again thank all the staff from SideQuest and Banter,
Mhm.
Faye, our community manager, and then of course we have Gem Chick, Chief Police.
And Lolly D, who
That's what I
isn't
like to
here, our
say,
special
sorry.
guest.
Oh,
We
and
do
Lolly
have
D,
an
cool.
outro with
Yep.
thanks as well that we'll be playing momentarily.
Exactly.
But I
So,
appreciate your
yeah.
patience with us going over. And I just want to say thank you all
Thank
for
you,
the support.
thank
This is
you.
why we want to give back with prizes and put on these
Definitely,
events for you.
definitely.
And we'll let the outro play with the thanks.
All right, guys. And don't forget about Comco.
You guys want to do a
Yes,
photo?
they're in there.
Group photo?
I
before?
wanted to
Oh,
say
yeah.
one thing real quick, and that was
One-
very
okay.
much a
One sec, the
heartfelt-
credits are about to play. Just give it a moment, and then you can have the
Banter
floor.
Late Show would like to thank Vanquisher, Virtual Lee, Fire Rat, Hubbera, Lisa, Zell Raider, Comco, Lolly D, Gem Chick, and Shane and the rest of the SideQuest team.
Zell,
Oh my god,
you have
that
the
was
floor.
static.
And,